Okay, what I'm going to do now is go over the board press and how to do it solo. Most of the time what you'll see people doing is you'll have a person bench pressing and then the spotter, partner, whatever you want to call them, will hold the board on top of you. If you train alone, like I do quite often, I like to solo train most of the time. That doesn't make it real feasible. You don't have anyone to hold the board, but that doesn't mean you can't utilize the board. Now what I like to do when doing it solo, and this works fine for if you're using a 2-board press or a 3-board press, if you start getting up into the 4 and 5 boards, unless you have a really huge sweatshirt, it's not going to work. But what I do is I'll slip this between my sweatshirt. You know, I have a sweatshirt snug enough where it stabilizes the board where it is, and then you'll be able to get the benefits of board press. For those that don't know the benefits of board press, it helps overload that top portion of the bench press from like your sticking point up and through the lockout where you're actually stronger, so you can actually use a little more weight. It also alleviates some of that stress that you get in the bottom of a bench press, that bottom 2, 3, 4 inches where you're overly stressed. I'll demonstrate. Okay, let me demonstrate this now for you. What I start with is I'll sit with my sweatshirt open and I prop this up with the handle of the board on the bench. We zip up over the top of it, and then you want to make sure that this board is set so it's sitting about chest height. While you're doing this, making this look harder than it is, it usually zips up a lot easier. Okay, so you have it fully zipped up. We're going to lay back with our eyes directly under the bar, make sure that the board is sitting nice and secure on the chest. Now, as ridiculous as this looks, it's a really effective way to overload that sticking point and lockout. Just take your grip, make sure your shoulders are pinched back against the bench, you have your contact points of head, shoulder blades, and butt. Have a nice bridge with the rib cage. There we go, lock out, get a feel for it. So what you do is lower it, light tap, pause, and press. Pause, press. That's your intro to solo board pressing.